guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another kind of get ready with me, trying a ton of new high-end products. The last one I did was drugstore, and I wanted to include tons of high-end products for you guys to really see if they're worth it. And I was so excited that I waited a little bit because I did get Laura Lee's palette in the mail. This is her Cat's Pajamas palette, and that's what I have on my eyes. I was so excited to try this out because I love Laura. I started following Laura when she had like 13,000, and look at her now. Like, it happened so quick, and it's because she works her tail off. So I'm so proud of her, and I was so excited to try this out and tons of new high-end products. So if you'd like to see these products in action and see if I think they're worth it, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So we are starting out with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. You guys, I have not put this foundation down since I used it in this tutorial. I feel like that says a lot about it. It gives you amazing coverage and makes your skin look flawless. Now we're moving on to the eyes, and I did want to show you just swatches of those really quickly because those metallic shades in there are incredible. And I am just priming my lids with a little bit of Shape Tape, and then I'm going to go ahead and set them with this big brush from Morphe in the shade Okie Dokie. It's just kind of a bone shade that actually kind of blends in with my eyelids. Going into the palette, I'm picking up the shade Bomb Diggity. It's a really beautiful kind of mustardy brown transition shade. I love these kinds of colors. And I'm using all brushes from Smashbox today. This one is a shadow blending brush, which is so fitting, but I am just using this as my transition shade. And then I switched over to a different Smashbox brush. This is the Contour Shadow, and it's just a little bit more precise, but still definitely a fluffy blending brush. And I'm just really trying to hug the socket of my eye here, and these shadows blended so well. You guys, I love this shade. This terracotta shade is just one of my favorites. And then I'm just using that same brush, and I picked up the shade Cookie. It's like a beautiful kind of plummy burgundy color, and I'm really concentrating that on the outer third of the eye, and then just bringing that a little bit up into the crease so it blends nicely. I don't want to have too much of this in the crease. I want that to be super warm with that terracotta shade. So just concentrate that on the outer corner. Now using the Smoky Shadow brush, I'm picking up the shade Oddball. It's a really nice matte black, and I'm really just stamping this on the outer corner of the eye and then going back in with that blending brush and just kind of blending it out. And I did this a couple times. You just want it to have that dark definition on the outer corner but not look harsh. And this is a really nice matte black eyeshadow. It blended really, really easily. And then for the lid, we're using In One Ear. It's such a beautiful kind of shimmery cranberry shade. Oh, I love this. And I'm using the all over shadow brush for this. And you guys, these kind of shimmery metallic shades that she has in here are so good. They feel like butter, and they're so iridescent. I'm obsessed with them. They're so good. And now that we have the shadows done, I am just going to do some winged liner. I'm using my tried and true. This is my NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I love this. I just can't get away from it, and it's so affordable. So draw on your wing as bold as you like it. And then I am moving on to the face, and I'm using my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector and Shape Tape. What's new? But I am mixing the shades light, medium, and light under my eyes. I feel like doing the light on its own is just a little bit too light for me right now, so I just mixed the two, and then I'm highlighting down the center of the face as usual, and then just blending everything together with this Morphe sponge. Y'all, I love this sponge. I know that I've talked about it a few times, but I just love it. And then I ended up actually setting my under eyes with the Cream Cheek brush, and I really like this brush for setting the under eyes. Now I'm just going to bronze up my skin a little bit with this Makeup Geek bronzer, and I started out with this brush here, and you can see it's just a little too flimsy, so I ended up switching to the Buildable Cheek brush, and I feel like that's a really good bronzer brush, and this bronzer went on really beautifully as well. And then I am using my Smashbox contour palette. I cannot put this thing down, you guys. Like, I love this shade in here for contouring. It is the perfect amount of cool tone. I'm obsessed. And for cheeks, I'm using one of the Tarte Holiday blush sets, and I'm using the shade Genuine. These blush sets are the way to go for the holidays. And then I'm using this beautiful Burberry highlight. You guys, look how pretty this is. And the beloved fan brush. Katie talks about this fan brush all the time, and I see why. But you guys, look at this highlight. It is stunning. And now we're just going to finish up the under eyes. So I went ahead and lined my waterline with just a black liner, and then I'm taking the shade Cookie and kind of buffing out that line and really dragging it down. Y'all know I love a very smoked out bottom lash line. So I'm taking that all the way from outer corner to inner corner, and then I'm taking just a bit of cray cray and kind of buffing that out even further and just making it look a little bit softer. And then add some mascara to your lower lashes. And then I'm using one of these Lippie Lingeries from Tarte. This one is in the shade Delight. And then I'm also going back in with a tiny little brush and just highlighting the inner corners with that same Burberry highlight. And once you get that on, your look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!